Hey guys, Keith Nunya here. We're getting ready to get back started on the CTS again. And before we do that though, I found some old videos of some of the bodywork that I hadn't displayed or put up on my channel. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting some of these together and getting them up on my channel for you guys to follow along a little closer. Hopefully by the time these are done, we'll be back on the CTS here probably within the month. So thanks for watching, stay tuned, and let's get to it. Okay, we're sanding off the primer I put on there. Sorry, I was sanding while I was talking. We're sanding off the primer that I put on there just to protect the metal and the Bondo from the rain when it rained over the weekend. So, and again, these are the low spots right here. So I need to get this primer off of here and then reflow it with some more body filler and then go at it. So, but it's always nice to use the primer and the sanding. Let me put the mic up further up here to kind of re-emphasize where the lows were. And notice I'm kind of going like this a little bit, and then I'll come in this way so I get my hash pattern going on, which is what keeps everything smooth and straight. So now I'm just kind of going here, and I'm going to go ahead and finish off this primer, and I'm going to put some more filler on it and then go at it again. Well, I just put on my other coat, kind of a just another coat to kind of help out with the form and everything, and hopefully it's built up a little higher over here so that it'll fill those areas in. If not, then I'll have to put another coat on, so we'll see. Let's see, let me kind of dress this up a little bit here. There we go. And let's see, let's get this off here. And then here's the paper, the quick cleanup. You just pull the paper off and throw it away, and then you can go at it again. So anyways, I got to get cleaned up. I got to get some alcohol and wipe these down and get all these cleaned up and ready to get used again. Okay, I've got my Bondo up here. I'm using my scrap metals again, and I'm taking off the highs and all that like little plastic sticky feel you get when you first put Bondo on, or at least until before it 100% cures. So you just kind of dust it up, get it down to where it looks like it's starting to be kind of a white pink instead of a dark pink. And then you can go ahead and you can start hitting it with your block again. I got a little bit too much over in this area right up in here. I don't know if you can see it because of the trunk, but I got some up on the area it already done, and it was in pretty good shape. So I'm gonna have to be real careful and feather this back out again. So anyways, I'm back on it again. Let me get my block sander and start sanding it again. There you go, got my block. And every once in a while I hit it with my little wire brush there to keep it clean. That way the paper lasts longer and you get good cutting. And I've about 4 layers of tape right here on the edge so I don't mess up my paint here. You can see I'm going at a 45-degree angle here. And I'm going to switch it around and go at a 45-degree angle the other way. And that'll smooth it out. And then I can use this round edge to get this area up here. It's a little bit behind there. Maybe I can move this over a little bit for you guys. There we go. So I can use this up in here. And kind of go at a 45. Just take it and push it up. And then I can come this way with it, like this, and then this way, and you end up with a good 45 there, and it'll tend to blend this really well. So let me get on that and get a little bit further down the road, and then I'll show it to you. I'm still working on it. It's still a little low in here, so and it built up a little bit of edge right here, which is normal. I expected that. So I'm going to kind of roll these edges like this, try to get down to the metal.
That's where it needs to be, right on the metal edge, because there was nothing wrong with this edge. So I need to kind of transition it in my X pattern this way and kind of bring it down and roll it like this. And that way I end up with a nice metal edge and a nice feathering into that edge, and then a uniform pattern all the way across. But I'm still a little low right here. I guess I took off a little bit too much primer and filler right in this area. This area seems to be doing okay. I've fairly well blended this in up in here using my round edge. I think I'm gonna keep going a little bit more though on it. So I'm kind of rolling it while I'm moving this way, but I'm rolling it, and then I'm also rolling it this way, and that way I still get my nice little 45, and I get my transition from this to this. Now I can't hit this too much, because what would happen is, let me go from the side, I'd end up with a little dip like that, and I don't want that. So it's got to be a fairly good transition. Now if you remember though, this line was good and this line's good. So if I had a little bit of metal showing in here, which is what I'm going to shoot for, that would be fine, because there was nothing wrong with it. We only welded here. But because there is going to be some deformity from the weld, from the edge from the weld to this good spot, I expect to see a little bit of filler in this area right here. So let me get back at that. I'll probably put a little bit more filler in here, and then before I get too much further, and then reblend it and see what it looks like then, and then I'll show it to you. Alright, I got a little bit more body filler mixed up. I'm just using this little one here to kind of find the areas that are low, so I don't have to cover the whole area and sand it down again. Not that that would be a big issue, but it just takes a little bit more time. So I'm trying to find all the little spots, little pinholes and things like that. And I think that'll do it. Meantime, my buddy came by to visit me. Hey Shadow, how you doing, girl? What you doing? You've been rolling around in the dirt, chasing bugs and birds and all kinds of stuff. Did you kill any lizards? I think she killed them all already. So, anyways, she's my little buddy. She comes around and visits me. Yes, hello, girl. Yes, she's a good kitty. So, anyways, back to the body work. Well, using my scraps to do this. Well, this little blue thing down here, this is actually a little charger, and while I'm filming, it keeps my phone charged. Wish it had a big old like thumb drive installed in it. That would be nice, but I have a 64 kilobyte memory card. Unfortunately, I've got most of it full with other videos and stuff. The metal's starting to break through here where the weld was, so I might have to tap that down a little bit and reflow this one section right here. I don't know if you can see it. Let me look. Yeah, you can see it on the video. Maybe if I show it right here. So anyways, just pressing on. Hey guys. Hey, the video is getting a little long here. I just looked down and noticed that.
And I tried to do a zoom in with the camera, and it started giving me some funky stuff. So I said, let's just go ahead and continue this in the next video. So we'll see you in the next video, and we'll continue on working on this quarter panel and the cell panel area. So with that being said, God bless you, and keep none of you out. Bye.